We have been looking at a series between the difference between the rich and the poor. Today we'll be taking it a step further. We'll be looking at the wealth system. We'll be looking at the wealth system. In life, we have different kind of systems. This life is run by systems. In the political, we have the political system. We have the judicial system. We have different kind of systems. In the human body, we have the digestive system. We have the respiratory system. We have the educational system. This life is governed by system. Not knowing that, put yourself at a risk. Everything runs on a system in this life. Maybe in Nigeria, our systems are 40. That's why we're having 40 outcomes. Our electoral system are 40. Then you can see the 40 outcomes. So life runs by system. If your system is right, it will bring out right results. If your system is 40, it will bring out 40 results. This happens to our wealth. If we are not where we want to be financially, that means there's something wrong with our system. As I said, there's no excuse. If you are not where you are supposed to be financially, there's something wrong with your wealth system. The system that you are supposed to use to create wealth for yourself, there's something wrong with it. That's why you are not where you are supposed to be right now. So we're going to be looking at the wealth system today. So what is a system? What is a system? A system is a collection of interrelated components that work together to perform a specific task. It's bringing different things together that work together to achieve a specific task. Just like I was said just now, when you need me, I need you. We need each and every one of us working together to help each and every one of us achieve our goal. So it's how you can combine these various things, these various interrelated components to work together. That is where the success starts from. Like they will tell you, digestion starts from the mouth. You will see it come out from your anus, but it started from the mouth. Before I go to your intestine and everything, it's a system. It's called a digestive system. From the mouth, from your saliva, the enzymes there started working on the food already. Your teeth, everything, your tongue, everything working together is a system. That's how God created life. Failure not to understand this system, failure not to put this interrelated system together to work together for your good, that is where we come into financial stagnation. That is what you call poverty. Anybody that is poor is simple. It doesn't have the system to create wealth. Its systems are not working. Its interrelated components are not working together. So we must learn how to put them together today to achieve the result, no matter where you are. No matter where you are. So there are 4 systems that we're going to look at today to create wealth. These 4 systems, you must put them together to be able to create wealth. And the first is become financially educated, just like what we are doing now is financial education. As I'm sharing with you, I'm educating myself, I'm educating you. Financial education is key if you must be wealthy. Because like we said, if you know more, you will do more. It's not a factor of age. It's not a factor of color. It's not a factor of male or female. It's not a factor of body size. It's a factor of education. Once you are educated, your belief is different. That's why they say an educated man is not fit to be a slave. Once a slave is educated, he cannot remain a slave anymore. That's the power of education. That's why the wise ones say, if education is too expensive, try ignorance. Your poverty is your lack of financial education. You're not having the kind of money you have right now. It's your lack of financial education. That the kind of money you want in your bank is not there. It's lack of financial, because if you have this education, you have the money. If you have the education, you will have the money. So please, let's invest in financial education. Let's invest in financial education. After this Zoom tonight, I'm going to drop a book on the group today. Think and Grow Rich. I'm going to drop it on the group today. There's no book as important as that book when it comes to becoming wealthy. And I tell people without minding wealth, the only book that is more important than that book in your wealth creation journey is the Bible. The Bible is the only book that is more important than that book. And the funny thing that book is difficult to read. It's not an easy read. But if you can take your time to read that book. And the mystery about that book is that anytime you read that book, you see something new. The book speaks to you in a different way. Every other book you will read, you say 5 steps to become rich. No, that book said the secret, you will discover it yourself. The secret to become wealthy is hidden in this book. For you, you will go there and discover it yourself. That's how you can become wealthy. You have to discover it yourself. So education is number one. It's the most important tool in wealth creation. You must educate yourself. I always tell people, you know why the black man suffer too much? You know why the poor man suffer too much? He keeps on doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. I always tell people, there's a simple principle I use to measure activity. I ask myself, this thing that I'm doing, if I continue it, will it change my life? If the answer is no, I'm out. I prefer to suffer for 5 years, suffer lack and deprivation for 5 years, then live my remaining life in affluence and wealth, than to manage all my life, never achieving my dream, never driving my dream car, never going for my dream vacation and every other thing. So it takes education. It takes education. So please, when that book is dropped, take your time to read it. And the beautiful thing is that it's an audio book. It's an audio book. So you can just put it to your ear and just be listening. You spend 2 hours every day of your time. Yes, in a week, you are finished reading that book. So please, let's go for it. Then the second thing is take control of your finance. When I share our team plan, our system, because today we're going to show you our own system that we want to use to become, to start the path to wealth. I've shown a lot of persons that system. Why have they not keyed into the system? The number one challenge that they don't have any money. And the truth is that you need money to make money. Even God cannot help you when there's nothing in your hand. Even Moses, God asked, what do you have in your hand? There must be something that you must have in your hand. It necessarily must not be money. It must either, you must have money, you must either have money in your hand, or you have talent in your hand that you can use, or you have people that you can use. There are many things you can use, but there must be something. There must be a point of contact. So you must take control of your finance. You must take control of your finance. And what are the ways you take control of your finance? One of the ways is to deliberately cut off on excesses. You like eating very well. You like eating large in your house. Your children are jebota. In this season, on your beginning of your journey to wealth, you have to tie your belt. You have to reduce everything. You have to be frugal. What people call stingy. You have to be stingy. Because what many people will say, the most easiest people will give will say that my income is not enough. How do I see it? My income is not enough. How do I see it? This is how you see it. by deliberately cutting costs. The way you eat, you cut costs. The way you transport, you cut costs. In every area of life, the clothes you buy, you cut costs. You can say, I'm not buying any clothes until I'm able to do such and such investment. The way you go to everything you do, cut it. So that we can go straight to, let's jump number 3 and go to number 4. So that we can save with the intent to invest. So we can save with the intent to invest, because if you do not save, there's no way you can invest. If you do not save, there's no way you can invest. And the question is, we don't have enough money. So what do? There's no time, enough money is not involved. If you have read the book, The Richest Man in Babylon, you will remember when he was told that a 10% of his income is for him to keep. His first argument was that his money is not enough. How does he not keep? How does he not keep? But when he practiced it, he was shocked to realize that he was keeping 10% of his money and he was not noticing it. But this is the person that was afraid when the teacher told him that a 10% of your money you must keep, and by that you must pay yourself first. That's the first money you keep before any other thing. It just was not possible. In another of this our episode, we'll be talking about the 50-30-20 rule. The 50-20-30 rule. We're going to be talking about it. What is it? 50% of your income is what is your expenses. That means your tithe is there. That means what you can eat is 40%. Because 10% is your tithe. So 50% of your income is what you must be spent on expenses. On no account should you go beyond 50% of your income on expenses. 20% must go on saving. It must be kept somewhere. 20%. The 30% should be invested. If it's not enough to be invested, add it to the 20% and save it till it's enough to be invested. And save it till it's enough to be invested. Because if you don't invest, every kobo you invest save you a day that you will not work in your future. Every day, every kobo you invest save you a day that you will not work in your future. I will listen to a man today. He said he helped somebody to buy a land for 20 million. He was the one that still helped the person to sell the land for 85 million over a short period of time. If the guy has not invested that 20 million, he would have spent it. Because money, the only language money understands is spend me, spend me, spend me, spend me. So you must discipline, you must tie your belt. Everybody that has become successful, there was a time they tied their belt because they must invest. Because the Chinese man tell you the best time to invest is 20 years ago. The second best time is now. I'll tell you a story about a friend I met recently. It's into real estate. He showed me a property he bought close to my street. And he told me when he bought those properties, this place was a farm, it was somebody's farm, it was a bush. It was 6 plots of land he bought. 6 plots of land he bought. He bought those 6 plots of land for 1 million naira each. That is 6 million naira. That is what he used in buying that land. It's when he bought those land, he told himself that he has 3 children. He's going to give them two of that land. At least he will say he has tried, he has leave inheritance for his children. How many years ago? Just few years back. Today, why were we talking about it? Somebody is begging him to sell 1 plot of that land for him for 40 million. He told me that he cannot believe in his life that a land he bought for 6 million, they are pricing one now for 40 million. one of that land for 40 million. Is that guy not wealthy right now already? If he sells 2 of that land right now, he still have 80 million naira in his hand. If you have 80 million naira in your hand, what will you do? He told me that he's waiting for that land to get to 60 million. Now, he will give his children 1, not 2 again. He has changed his mind. He will give his wife 1. He and his wife will share 1. He will sell 2 for 120 million and use it to build in the one he and his wife will share, the one that will belong to him and his wife. That 120 million will be used to build that house, and the rest money will be used for other things. 6 million. Now they are begging for 6 plots, 1 million naira each. Now they are begging him for one of those plots for 40 million. He said he's waiting for it to get to 60 million before he will sell. And he told me that I should mark it. Before this time next year, this land will be worth 60 million. That's what the guy told me. So before this time next year, in a year's time, that land he will sell it for 60 million. So he's going to wait for 1 more year and he will sell that land for 60 million. Because he bought those lands some few years ago. So if he has eaten that 6 million, he will not know that he has eaten his future. Please tie your belt. Tie your belt. Tie your belt. And save 20% for savings and 30% for investment. If there's not enough, like I said, 50-50, that's where we are going, because we are not where we are. So we must go radical. If you are like me, that age is not on my side, it's a radical movement, 50-50. So if the 50% is not enough for you to take care of your expenses, that means you have to increase your income. That brings us to number 3, multiple source of income. For you to be wealthy, you cannot depend on only one source of income. You cannot depend on 2. Anything can happen to that one source. If it's only your job, or only one thing that's giving you money, what if something happens to that thing? What will happen to you? So we need multiple sources of income. We need to earn from different areas. We need to put our hands into different areas, spread our testicles, following the right instruction, following the right road. That's where the first thing comes in. When you are educated, by the time you want to go into multiple streams of income, because of the education that you have, you will be guided so that you do not lose your hard-earned money. Not after suffering yourself, after squeezing yourself, you're not going to throw that money away. No, it doesn't make sense. So this is a wealth system. If you put these 4 systems together, these 4 systems working together, starting from your education, starting from controlling your finance, not your finance controlling you. If you put that together, starting putting savings into cognizance, giving savings a major priority, that you must save before you spend. That's because that's what the rich do. Why the poor want to spend before they save, which is not possible. You must save before you spend. Then the last thing is to involve yourself in multiple streams of income. So today, I'll be sharing you on an information on a system that was started officially on the 15th of this month. That was started this system on the 15th of this month, so a few days ago. I call it the 90-day Rebuild My Life Challenge. A lot of us, why did I choose this 90-day challenge? A lot of us, if you are like me, we are behind on schedule. We are far, far behind. So we need to do things radically. We are far, far behind. We are not in our 20s anymore. We are not in our 30s anymore. And we have not achieved anything substantial. That means we are far, far behind. So we need to do the catch up. So that's where this 90 days coming. We're going to set a foundation for us to build on in the next few years coming, that we cannot say that we are truly wealthy. Because no property is cheap now. That guy bought a few years ago at 1 million. If I want to buy today now, I need to cough out 40 million. So you see the raise. So you see how different my case and that guy's case is right now. So I could have done that some few years ago, but now the challenge is higher. So that's why I say we have to try our best. We have to go for to review a 90-day challenge, a 90 days of, I call it a relentless focus. These 90 days you are focused. You don't even care about your wants, only your needs. You don't care about extravagance. No. Your focus is how to save enough money. Your focus is how to invest in multiple streams of income. Your focus is how to get your result. Is how to get your foundation set this year. So it's going to be relentless focus, daily intentional action, plans and goals to change your life. So I created a simple system that's going to help us these 90 days to get into multiple streams of income. But before I go into that system, I want to make a disclaimer very clear. Anytime you want to make profit, you can make loss. In business, you must understand the matrix of profit, loss, and risk. These three things go together. The business I'm going to share with you carries some level of risk. So this is not a financial advice. This is just for educational purpose. After you have gone through it, if it suits you, you can go ahead with it. If it doesn't suit you, you can leave it. But know that you are 100% responsible for any decision you tend to make. If you take my 90-day plan and you make money, congratulations. If you take it and you make loss, I'll tell you, learn the lesson and let's move on. So with that disclaimer taken, let's go to the 90 days plan. The 90 days plan, like I say, it's a system. I brought 4 projects together to one. Why did I do that? The online space is very risky. I said it's a land full with landmines. There's a lot of money on the online space, but it's filled with landmines. So you must know how to step on that online space so that you are not exploded by any landmine that is planted there. Because this is a space with the highest level of scammers. People are just there every day to take your money, your hard-earned money that you have saved, they want to take it from you. But with experience, we want to navigate this mile. So that is the putting of these 4 projects together. That's why I put these 4 projects together. It's to be able to mitigate all the risks. And I'm going to enumerate these 4 projects and tell you how we can mitigate the risks. So it's a 4-in-1 system. That's what we have. So on this system, we're already having 4 streams of income already. Like I said, one of the systems to wealth is multiple streams. So this 90-day plan is giving us 4 streams of income already. So I'm going to explain each of these projects to us. The first one is Just Market. Trinity Pro Forex copy trading system. This system can give an average of 2 to 2.5% daily. That's what the system has been giving to me from December that I started running this copy trading system. What is copy trading system? Copy trading system is a simple system whereby you get a trader that is experienced. First thing, you register with a broker. Just Market is a broker that we are using. You register with Just Market by yourself. You put your money there by yourself. You are totally in control of your money. The only thing you do, you give a professional trader up there to trade your account. He can only trade your account. He cannot put money in your account. He cannot withdraw money in your account. The only risk associated with copy trading is that if the trader experiences a loss, you will get a loss in your account too. But like I said, since we have been following Trinity Pro since December, there's not been any loss week. We have not had any week that we had a loss. In fact, the lowest we have had in any week, it was an 8% profit. That's the lowest we have had in any week. This week that just ended, we had 11% profit for the week. The week before that, we have 12%. I was discussing with the trader. He said he's putting a lot of things together to see that we scale up from this present 11, 12% to over 25%. That is his long-term goal. That we scale up. He's going to scale up this copy trading to 25%. That he has a lot of strategy that he's testing already. So he's trying to take his time, and I said that's very good. Let him take his time. He said his goal is to see that we get to 25% at the end of every week. That is his goal. So he's working seriously to get to that goal. So we'll pray for him that he gets. So what he does is that anything he trades, he trades. For me, I've been a trader, a forex trader myself for many years. I've never made a consistent profit. So I told myself, forex trading is not for me until I met this guy. Because I saw that I don't have the temperament for trading. I don't have it. I'll make money today. I will lose more than what I made the next day. I'll blow account, I will fund. That became like a devourer. But if I met this guy in December, my life has never remained the same again in the forex market. It has been consistent profit. It has been consistent profit, one profit or another, one profit or another since December. So what you do, you don't need to know anything about forex. That's the beauty about this. You don't need to know anything about forex. All you need to do, just sign up with Just Market. We'll give you the guidelines. You just copy your trade to him. Anything is trading, you are trading. The market will be open tonight by 10:30. All you need to do every night before you sleep, just check how much have I made today. You will see how much you have made today. That's just it. Your own is just to go there and check your profit. You don't know how the trade is done. You don't know anything. We'll just help you with the setup. That's what copy trading is all about. Even my grandmother can do it. It's just for you to set up the account. Simple. Everything is simple. There's nobody that, provided you can read and write, you can press a phone, you can do this. So this is copy trading. For me, this is the best way to earn money from the forex market, because we have been told that 95% of retail traders lose money. 95%. Only 5% professionals make money. So why not save yourself the stress of just giving your now you're not giving your money to the trader. You are just telling him, you are copying his trade. Your money is not with him, your money is with you. At any time, see, you can collect your money, you can collect your capital at any time. See. You can collect your money and your capital at any time. See. The minimum to start this copy trade is $250. That's the minimum to start. $200 will be in your account. That will be your startup trading capital. $200 will be in your account, startup trading capital. And a one-time $50, will be paid to the $50 will be paid to the trader. That's what you get. A one-time $50 will be paid to the trader. So that is for copy trading. The next one is AAS. AAS is African Arbitrage System. That's what AAS is. African Arbitrage System. This is a system created by Nigeria called Jason Michael. Somebody I've known a very long time, and I believe in its integrity. That's why I came to this project. And this project can give you 3.5% on a monthly basis. I have a friend that started this project with $5,000. I was chatting with him yesterday morning, and he has collected the $5,000 already that he invested, and still made more than $3,000 every month. Can you beat that? He started with $5,000. If $5,000 is already in his pocket, and right now he's making over $3,000 every month. Over $3,000 every month. Ask yourself, if you make $3,000 every month, can that guy invest now or invest very well? That guy can just be investing as a life. Put your calculator, times 750 with 3,700, 3,800, 3,500, what the guy earns every month, and see what over almost $4,000. That's what the guy earns every month from an investment of $5,000 that he has gotten back. So he just gets, as long as AS exists, that guy just going to make that money every month. So if AS lasts for another 1 year, another 2 years, another 3 years, another 5 years, that guy will continue to make that money risk free. Risk free. So that's the beauty. And what is arbitrage? For those that do not understand arbitrage, what does it do? Arbitrage is simple. In the forex market, the way you have bank in the normal conventional banking sector, in forex we have brokers. Brokers are our bank. You can buy from one broker and go and sell another broker. When you go to First Bank, you will see how much First Bank is selling their dollar. If you go to GT Bank might be different, how much they are selling their dollar. They don't sell at the same price. What can you do? You can go to, maybe GT Bank is selling dollar for 7.43, and First Bank is buying for 7.44. If you have large pockets, you can go to First Bank, buy $1 million, and go to GTB, sell that $1 million there. You have made ₦1 million for the 1 naira difference. That's what you call arbitrage. Because the same dollar you bought here that you went to sell here, you have done what they call arbitrage. So that's what this system does. They buy cryptocurrency from one exchange and quickly go and sell it in another exchange in milliseconds. They created a system, a software, an AI that does that for them. So that's where they generate the profit that they can use to pay us 3.5% monthly. And for all of us that have joined from the beginning of this project, all of us have made our money back and we are running on profit already. Then the next one is called AGT. Arbitrage Global Trader. The same thing AS does, the same thing AGT does. They are all arbitrage. They buy from one broker and sell to another broker. It's just that this has 3 boats. This is from India. It has 3 boats. It's from India. The first boat is called the Atra 7.0. This one pays you 5% every day. The minimum you can start this with is $50. And your capital must be locked for 50 days minimum. You cannot withdraw your capital until after 50 days in this. And it pays you 5% every day. The second one is the Atra 4.0. This pays you 3.2% daily. The minimum you can start up with this is $20. And your capital is locked for 15 days. After 15 days, you can cash out. After 15 days, you can cash out. That is the system for you. After 15 days, you can cash out. Then the third one is 2.3. Atra 2.1. It pays 2.3%. This one you don't need to, and the minimum deposit here is $10. You don't need to take your money. You can withdraw every day at any time. You can withdraw. You can sign up for the 3 with one registration. You can put some money in 7.0. You can put some money in 3.2, and you can put some money in 2.1 with one registration. You can add money anytime you want to. You can reduce money. It depends on the contract that you are into. You can reduce money anytime. So that's the beauty of this. So what do I explain? For me, I'm only interested in 4.0 and 7.0. That's the 2 I invested in. That's 2 I'm interested in. I'm going to explain further for us. And the last one we have on our screen is called Dynance Global. Dynance Global is not an online business. If you look at the first 3 that we have, the first one is Trinity Pro Just Market. It's online. The second one is AES. It's online. The third one is AGT. It's online. Like I told you, online business, no matter what the pioneers or the people that develop it tell you, it's something you do with caution. You don't just jump in without caution. We have done that before, and we saw the pain that we got. So I always tell people in online, you are very careful. You train carefully and you look at your heart. So that's why we're combining these 4 projects so that we will not do business and be afraid. So that if something happens to one, the second one will get our back. If something happens to the second one, the third one will get our back. If something happens to the third one, the fourth one will get our back. The combination that we have here, there's no way the four of them will have challenge at the same time. There's no way the four. So that is the strategy. That's what I call system. That's the system we have built to save ourselves. So this is a physical project business that into stem cell products called Rosetta, an anti-aging, an antioxidant product, a product that will transform your life. They have a wonderful product that they just launched into the market. And this Dinas Global, you have 8 ways to earn. But I'm going to talk about just one of the ways. When I have the same compensation plan, I've not seen a compensation plan better than this. That's why I use it as an insurance cover. So the NAS is my insurance cover. If anything happens to 1, 2, 3, the NAS, I know nothing can happen because it's a physical, it's a brick and mortar business. It's a brick and mortar business. And in the NAS, like I said, you have direct referral bonus, you have matching bonus, you have upgrade bonus, you have product sales bonus, and many of them, like I said, rank bonus and things like that. But like I was saying, what we are looking at is just the matching bonus. And in the NAS, there's a 1-year scenario that you can use to make 51 million with the registration of 88,000. If everybody coming in with 88,400 for the NAS. So the plan is that you come in your first month, you get your 2. This your 2, help them in their whole first month, they get their 2, which is the February now, they get their 2. This 4, in the whole of March, they get their own 8. Just like that, you get to December, a 1-year, so you see, I call it a 1-year smart man scenario. That's what I call it. So with this in a year, you would have made 61 million. So what did I tell myself? I said, I'm challenging myself in this 90 days to do this and see where to take me to. The goal is to make 51 million. That is the goal. Thank God the election and everything is passed off now. So now it's a face business. The goal is to make 61 million. But I told myself, yes, because the 90-day challenge, we're compressing 1 year into 90 days. What if we're not able to make this? If we're 50% successful, we'll make 30 million. If we're 25% successful, we'll make 15 million. If we are 12.5% successful, we'll make 7 million. If we are 6.5% successful, we'll make 3.8. If we are 3.25 successful, just 3.25 successful in the next 90 days would have made 1.9 million, which is almost 2 million. There's no way, if you put your heart into this, that you will not be 3% successful. So if you see, the goal is either to get 3, 6, 12, 25, 50, or 100% as the case may be. So that is the goal. So this is our insurance cover. This is why if we invest, we're not afraid. If we invest, we're not afraid. So I'll show you a plan. Like I said, this is the system. The system requires a minimum of $1,200 for this system. Like I said, you can do it the way you like. You can do it according to your own plan. You can tweak my system anyhow you want to. You are free. This is not cast on mortar. This is, you can move it any way you want to move it. But this is my recommendation. This is my benchmark that you invest $300 in each of these projects, which is $1,200, which is $900, and we have started on the 15th. But like I said, if it's today you are hearing my voice, the day you start is your day, your 90-day start. So for some of us, it's on the 15th. Some of us, are even earlier than on the 15th. So, but we'll be working on the 15th. So June 15th will be our terminal date. It will be our day of celebration. So how does this plan work? Very simple. Just watch your screen and see how this plan is going to work. Very simple. You put $300 in Trinity Pool. We decide to use 2% as daily earning. At the end of the first month, you can see 30 days. At the end of the first 30 days, that's what if we look at June, March 15, at April 15, we should have $543 generated from Trinity Pool. What do? We collect $300 from that $543. that means we have gotten our investment back with some profit. No, okay, no. We have gotten our investment back. We invested $300. We have taken our $300 we invested back. So if you see, our risk is just for 1 month. Our risk is just for 1 month. After 1 month, we now put the remaining $243 into Trinity Pro again to run for 60 days. That $243 would have generated $797, which is 589,780. I used 740 naira to do this calculation, which is 589,780. Then the second project is AAS. If you put $300 in AAS and I still use 2% daily on the average, you would have made $543. AAS, your capital you cannot withdraw from AAS, you can only withdraw your profit. So what do? We withdraw our profit, which is $243. That's almost 90% of our money. We withdraw $243 and leave the remaining $300 to run for another 60 days. That will come up to $984. That's about 728,116 naira. That's what we have from there. Then AGT, the same thing. We put $300 in AGT. We'll run it on a 15 days plan for 1 month, 15 days. That's 30 days. At 3.2%, we would have gotten $771. What did I decide to do? I decided to take $271 out, which is almost 90% of my capital again. And I invest the remaining $500 for 60 days. Now, this $500 is locked up for 60 days straight on 5%. This one will now generate $9,339, which is about 6.9 million naira for us. Then in Binance, as an investor, this is your $300, which is 225,000. It's 8,400 will be used to register an account for you in Binance. While the remaining money will be used to register people that can network, that does not have capital. Register them under you so that they can help you build your Binance business. Register 4 to 6 of them under you to help you build your Binance business. In 90 days, while looking at making 1.2 million naira from Binance in 90 days. So this sets our insurance. So even though anything happened to any of these three, Binance got our back. So we'll invest in Binance. So even though anything happened to these three, anything happened to two, anything happened to one, but just imagine if nothing happened to the three of them, the four of them. This is 9.1 million naira. An investment of 900,000, generating 9 million in 90 days. I can tell you, getting rich is not difficult. It's building a system that is difficult. Getting rich is not difficult. It's building a system that is difficult. When you have a system, this is now when you now go and pray. This is now when you go and pray because you have a system. God, let this 4 platforms, because I'm here, let them work for me. That's where you now go and pray. Not having a system and praying, because God will always ask you, what do you have in your hand? What do you have in your hand that I can multiply? You cannot show God, I have the 90 days plan in my hand, bless it for me. And the remaining 90 days will not be the same for us again. Because this, with 9 million naira in your hand, first I think, how will your life be by end of this year if you have 9 million naira in your hand already? How will your life be by end of this year? How will your life be by end of this year? I can tell you, your life will not remain the same again. So this is a simple system that was created to make everybody wealthy. No excuse. I said do $300. You can try to do $100 if that's where your capacity is. You can try to do $200 if that's where your capacity is. You can try to do $300 if that's where your capacity is. You can try to do 400, 500, 600, 1,000. You can try to do as much as you can based on your capacity. You can try to start with one. Start with Trinity Pro first. Come to AS, come to AGT, come to Binance, depending on your capital. The most important thing is start. That's the most important thing. If you see, yes, some people will say AGT pay more. Why not put more money on AGT? No, everyone is important. Everyone is important, and everyone is playing their role. No one of this opportunity is more important than the other. Everyone is playing their equal role. Don't be greedy that because AGT pays more, I'll put more money in AGT. People have done that before and it didn't end well. So don't be overwise in what you are doing. It's a system. A system works when you follow the system. But like I said, the choice is yours. This is my system. This is the template. You can tweak it the way you want. But this is what I am standing on in the next 90 days. So I want to thank you all that's on the call tonight. I really appreciate all of you. The challenge is open. You can either accept it or decline it. The choice is yours. Nobody's going to force it. Like I tell you, the way I do my business right now, I don't force anybody. I just show you this opportunity. If you like it, you can. So if you don't like it, you leave. And if you are watching this from my YouTube channel, please like my channel. If this has been a value to you, like my channel, put a comment so that more people can see this video and more people can be blessed from me. So subscribe to my channel so that when I post any new video, you can be able to see it. So I'll be going on question and answer right now. I don't want this recording to be too long, so I'll be stopping it here. I'll take the question and answer now. Thank you, and God bless you all.